Okay, check, check. Check, check. Okay, check, check. Music's too loud. Okay, how about that? How's that? Check, check. Check, check. Music's too loud. Okay, how about that? How's that? Could even maybe go down a tiny bit more, right? Okay, how about that? How's that? Could even maybe go down a tiny bit more. Okay, how about that? I think that's probably good. If y'all think I need to lower it, you can let me know. All right. So I've got what do I got? Let's see. Let's take a look at it in standalone. I did make a little bit of a few additions. I added these little tick marks and added the let's see, what am I saying? Added the the text value suffix to the little labels. So yeah, it looks all right. Only thing really is this one. I don't know. It would be nice to have the words going around it, but is there enough space for that? I mean, I could do something where I say I like skip the drawing of the numbers if it's this knob. I wonder if that would look all right. Let's see. Oh, gotta go to the editor. That is the type, so the name is type. Okay. So if let's see here. Okay, so I guess what I'll do, I know this is dumb, but oh, I forgot I think my key commands are different. Okay, well that works. Okay, that's good. All right. All right, so let's see. Yeah, okay. So oh, you know what I need to do is I need to make some little SVGs, so like, and I'm gonna have to wait until till like I've decided on what these are and what they're called and stuff. But yeah, so if we go to something like I don't think I have it in my bookmarks anymore. What's it called? The audio font, SVGs or whatever it is. Yes, this one. Yeah, so yeah, okay. What I might do is I think I'll download the bit reduction one. So like, what is that? Mod random. I might use that for the bit reducer. Is there a better one? I don't think so. Okay, so fad mod random. So if we go to here, mod, this one. Yeah. Okay. So copy that and we'll put it in the project. Assets, images, you know, I'll just say icons. Yep. And then for it to show up, we gotta do that and then reload CMake. And I kind of forgot how to draw an SVG if it's not a button, because there's the drawable button that I've been using. Oh, okay, I think it's just called drawable. Yeah, okay. So yeah, okay, so we reloaded. We have to build once so that the binary data builds. Mm-hmm. New computer seems to be significantly faster. Oh, I don't need QuickTime open. Okay, cool. So if we go to images, you know, I think I've had a change of heart about the namespace. I think I don't need anything extra after like the Viator part. I don't need to know if it's in GUI utils or whatever. I'm only going to have one images class, one whatever. And I hate having to type so much stuff. But I digress. Let's add this. Okay, so we got, we'll call it bit icon. And it was fad random. Okay, and then okay, so there we go. Okay. I'm feeling kind of lazy. So I asked ChatGPT. And I hate using 5 because it always thinks, and the longer it thinks, the worse it is. So let's just go to 4. And yeah, so I'm gonna go here and what I want to do, I guess, put it in the paint method. If it's a oh, well, yeah, I was gonna say if it's the chicken head one, but we're also using that knob for one other one, so I guess yeah, I guess I'll do the same thing. I guess I'll take this. And yeah, I think doing it after everything makes sense. If get name is type. Okay, so I want to draw 4 images. So yeah, okay. All right. Around the knob, because each image is a representation of the setting. I have the image in images class that returns see, that's enough for it to understand. Okay, this looks good. Start from the top. Yeah, that sounds about right. Okie dokie. This is Viator GUI utils images. Yeah, okay. And okay. Now, okay. Well, let's just see if it magically looks correct right off the bat. Sure don't. Let's see, num icons. Let's just set this to 5 or whatever. Let's see, are we getting to this code even? Let's see. Yeah, okay, we are. And then what about in here? Where are we at? Right there. Might as well just put it right here. Yeah, okay. Well, wait. I think we're supposed to be using drawable. icon. What is icon? Yeah, image. Okay. I don't know. This still doesn't look right. I'm gonna try it though. I'm just gonna set this to 5 again. I think we do need to change. Yeah, we should change how this, yeah, because we need to return. Yeah. And instead of images dot bit icon, this is supposed to be, it's because we need that to be a drawable. Yeah, okay, that looks more correct. Okay. Mm-hmm. What's wrong with this? Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. That makes sense. And then, oh. Uh-huh. Okay. Does that work? Maybe. JUCE search. All right, let's see. Get physical pixel scale factor greater than 0. Okay. So let's see. Draw is supposed to be G opacity and okay. For a way to render a drawable in future is by using it as a component and adding it to a parent. Let's see. Let me look at my buttons. It must be in the look and feel. Oh, I guess they're not. Don't I have a... Oh, it's the power button. Yeah, okay, so... Okay, so this uses a drawable button, right? So that's why I was confused. Okay, so this is actually what we want. Ah, the off image, the on image. Okay. What does that look like in the method? Set images. Well, no. Okay, yeah, so it's not quite the same. Let me show what it did. And then did that have the, let's see. Like that? Nice. Immediate crash. Crashing here. Don't know why it's so hard for you to correctly use a drawable. The bare minimum example of drawing a drawable SVG. All right, let's try that. It says set bounds. Is there a 2-argument draw method? Okay, I guess there is. So let's... Oh, it's calling set bounds here. So why... Oh, well, that's fine. Does that draw the image? Oh, it still crashes. Oh, that's interesting. Wonder if I think maybe I should do this. Okay. Okay, that was huge. So I think maybe that was our issue. Let's go back to the way it was. I think that's it. What if the icon size is like 2? Icon size, icon size. That's definitely not 2 pixels, so I don't know what's going on. Let's go back to doing this. What if this is in slider, so what if we do get width and get height? That's definitely not drawing correctly. Oh, wait. What did I delete? Icon. Yeah. This draws it, but not where I expect the perfect bounds of the knob. Utility. Instead of using set bounds plus draw within. Okay. Okay, and local bounds dot okay, apparently reduced by a little bit. That's fine. Let's see if that pops up. Great. Okay. Now draw them around the dial. Let's try this. We definitely want this to be smaller just to test it and see what happens. Great. Okay, but they're kind of in the wrong positions. Num icons is get, what is it, max? Get max value, I guess. Slider would, oh, or get maximum returns the current maximum value. Okay. Maybe 16 actually was a good size. Mostly correct. Just not lining up with the knob positions at the start. And I suppose well, let's just see what it says after that. I'm already getting pretty bored of this. You must map your loop T value 0 to 1 to that same angle sweep. Yeah, so why didn't you do that at the beginning? Okay, so go back to get maximum. So it might be maximum -1. Let's see. I can also go into the look and feel and see if this is the right start and end angle. How did I set my streaming setup? So let me change this real quick before I forget. I have a Sony A5100 mirrorless that's plugged into an Elgato screen capture or capture card thing in the back of my Mac, and then so that's coming to OBS. And what else? My mic is an Elgato Wave 3 or whatever it's called, so I have Wavelink up, so my mic is coming through here. I got some plugins on it. This is the music loop, and then this is Logic, and the output of that is going to OBS. And then yeah, I mean, does that about cover it? GUI basics, look and feel. Draw rotary slider. First one lines up, but not the rest. Yeah, okay, cool. And I'm using the regular OBS, not the Streamlabs OBS, because I don't know, for some reason Streamlabs OBS didn't work. I'm gonna try this real quick. I'm making an audio plugin, and right now I'm kind of stuck on, I was gonna kind of tune the DSP a bit, but I'm kind of getting obsessed with getting these images drawn around a knob. I could open up in Logic real quick and show you what it sounds like. I don't understand what ChatGPT is not understanding. Let me try one more real quick. I don't know what that is. Since your terminal suggests your code by XX on your files. Oh, yeah, I haven't tried that. Bro. Even worse. All right. No more guessing. Yeah, sure. I think what I might end up doing is just placing them manually. I hate this. Is that the right scope? Yeah, okay. Let's just check out what it sounds like. It's all right whenever you pay for it. It's way better than the free version. It gets a lot of stuff right if you prompt it well. Is that coming through? Yeah, okay. Well, I'm not gonna be able to hear it, but wait, let me see. Can I do this without it being? I don't know if that's gonna create a bunch of echo. So the first way is a class B amp I implemented. Which sounds pretty good. Then here's the tube, which isn't quite, there's something a little wrong with it. At least I think there is. And then I've got this circle map thing that I implemented like a wave shaper from the circle map, which is a chaotic map. And it's kind of a very nice subtle compression, which is cool. And then the tape sucks. There's way too much compression when you turn it up high. The overdrive is cool. Here's the bit reducer. Okay, so, and also the meter is working correctly now. We're measuring the RMS at the input and output, and then just seeing what the difference is. And we're getting that measurement. So right now we're getting like 1 dB of harmonics basically. So if you turn it up, you'll see the meter show more and more distortion. Because we already have input and output meters that work correctly. And so that's working well. And we got our filters. What I want to do is there's a tilt filter on each one. So if I turn this one up a little bit. Wait, my voice is still coming through, right? Check. Yeah, okay. So here's the tone. It's just like a tilt filter. I want to, I think, change the pivot frequency for each model. And then these filters are, you know, normal, high pass, low pass. So bass less where we're at right now. I mean, I think the Class B amp one sounds good. Why are we vibe coding? Because sometimes I get frustrated. That's why. Especially doing GUI stuff in the drawing code. So yeah, this one sounds good. And I think it sounds good. Let's check it with a signal that's more like -18. Oh, actually, let's just do that. Okay, so we're at -6-ish. So let's just turn it down a bit. It's more likely that each individual channel will be somewhere around there, so yeah, it still sounds good. Okay. Cool. Okay. And then what if we put it on the master? Let's get to the loudest spot. So, okay, so that's the Class D amp. Or Class B amp, whatever. If we look at it in Plugin Doctor, I also have some pink noise going really low under it, which helps a lot. It sounds really good. So let's see, here's what it looks like on the oscilloscope. Let's go back to Class B. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Cool, okay. So I'm kind of on the fence about whether we should put automatic like gain reduction. I think this is the world we live in now. I mean, yeah, I mean, I don't care about admitting that I use ChatGPT while I'm coding. The point of coding is not to be some kind of master. It doesn't have to look at anything. It's all about getting things done. And why be stuck on something if I can just ask ChatGPT to explain it to me or do it for me? So let's put some automatic gain reduction and see if that messes with our meter. Yeah, let's try. Okay. I think so what we'll have to do is put the automatic gain reduction, whatever, after right here, the distortion is calculated from the copy of the input and then from the buffer after our processing happens. So I think we'll have to do it after this, and we'll probably just make another It will be kind of annoying. Well, okay, so what we'll do is it'll look something like this. We already have the output one attached, so we have a parameter for that, and that's getting it, whatever. So if we do another buffer.apply gain, we'll do something like, I don't know. It'll be something like this, distortion.get compensation. And that class will probably have to report it. So what we'll do is like in the class B one, for example. So base distortion. Okay. So our process block has distortion. Okay. So is that this? No, this is base distortion. Where is it? Modules. Yeah, okay. So modules. Okay, so this one will have like, yeah, okay, this will work. So what we'll do is, does this one have, yeah, okay, this will work. Okay. So what we'll do is have something like float, get distortion compensation. And so we'll have, so let's do an array of smooth values, float 2 of them for stereo, and then we'll say m compensations. Sure. Yeah, okay, so then we'll go into prepare and auto, I'll just call it smoother in compensations, and we gotta set its sample rate and the rate at which it smooths. So we'll do like 20 milliseconds or whatever. That'll work. Okay. And then we got set drive. So what we'll do is set drive. Yes. So, okay. Let me do it after this. So we'll say same thing as up here. Except this will be set target value. I guess new drive. So that's in dB. So we're actually going to do JUCE decibels to gain that new drive, but it'll be negative. Okay, and there's an extra one. All right, so okay, so that's our compensation. And let's see. Now the annoying part, we'll have to do something like let's do float get distortion compensation, and then I guess we'll say I don't know, const auto combined value is equal to compensations get current value plus that yeah. So that's our compensation amount, and yeah, we'll return it. I'm thinking we have to call skip on the get current value, because the proper way to get the smooth value is inside of the sample loop called get next value. And when you can't do it in the sample loop, you can call skip on it. And if we look at the code for the meter in the processor, we can see let's see. So this is called once per block. So right, when you need it once per block, you call skip on num samples. So okay. So we might be able to just do the same exact thing. So in distortion, in set drive, where was that? So went too far. Set target value, and then skip. Do we have access to spec? Let's see. Yeah, we have mspec. Okay. Dot maximum block size ought to do it. So maybe that'll work. So yeah, okay. And then I guess we would just go into the processor and so that will be but we'll need to do this. We'll go into the what's it called? Our process block thing. And we will need to get a reference to that. And we'll say, yep, get distortion, that works. Okay. Yep. So go here, and we can take this same code right here, and we'll do that. So yeah, so we'll do this. So we'll do this. We'll say const auto comp. Well, let's just say this. Const auto distortion is equal to that. Get distortion. We'll make it a const reference. And so we'll do distortion. Oh, we already got it. Distortion dot get. What is it? What doesn't it like? Is it because it's const? Get distortion compensation. Okay. And that ought to do it, I think. So let's bypass it for now. Make sure we didn't break anything in our regular distortion logic. Yeah, okay. All right, so here's the regular, it goes up. Yep, okay, so let's now put this in. Oh, what did I do? Git distortion. Oh, I didn't actually, where's it at? What did I do? Oh, process block, git distortion, right. Return in distortion. Yep. Okay. Right? Yep, in distortion. Okay, that ought to do it. Okay. That looks pretty funny looking. Oh, because it was all the way up. Okay. So it's working. Yeah, that's correct. Okay. It's just way too much. Let's see. And it's not ruining our meter, which was the whole point. So that's good. So let's go and go into here. And what we'll actually do is we will, I guess, have to kind of do this. And yeah, do that. And we will actually do this in there because each one's probably gonna have to be different. Okay. Oh great, all these extra semicolons, that's cool. So I'm gonna actually, for the rest of them, since we're not sure yet, let's, what would bypass this? This would be decibels, from decibels to gain. So we just need to pass in 0 for these. And that should bypass it for these. And we'll go and plug in Doctor and make sure that that's the case. Okay. So that one, yep, lowers. Okay, let's go to valve. Yep, doesn't lower. Circle map, okay. And overdrive, definitely, yep. And what is this? Bit reducer, yeah. Okay, cool. So I'm thinking, at least for right now, where are we at? I think we'll actually do, it doesn't need to be reduced that much. So like, let's try that and then check it out in Logic. I'm okay with the volume increasing a little bit. Like if the destination or the output is higher than the input, that's fine. It just needs to be not blowing up your ears. Yeah, that's pretty good. Pretty much nailed it on that one. Yeah, okay, cool. Now, I gotta decide, does the tube sound, it sounds better, because I don't, when I was talking about it, the first time I pulled it up on this stream, I realized it sounded different, so I was like, did I fix it and I forgot? So here's the tube. Let's try it on something, not drums, something melodic, like, I guess this piano. Definitely sounds like a tube. Okay, I mean, I think it sounds alright. Maybe whatever I had did first fixed it. Okay. What does it sound like in terms of volume? That's the tube, okay. I don't know, that one really doesn't need much. Let's see. So -5.5 to, so we get about 3.5 dB. That's fine. Okay, and then I think the circle map is fine, right? We could even that one could even be more present, because that one's not like a lot of distortion. So distortion, circle map process. Let's see, circle map here is really simple. Oh, this one has input compensation. Okay, let's, what does it sound like without it? And it has output compensation. Okay, I don't remember doing that, but you know, whatever. The amp doesn't have it, right? Yeah, this is the basic implementation I've done. Right, with no extra stuff. Yeah, okay. And then the tube. Yeah, okay. Also, I definitely didn't put it in the wave shapers, right? So here's the valve. Okay. No, there's no. That's all the actual math. That doesn't have any extra stuff. Okay, so yeah, okay, we're good. So let's see. Okay, cool. So that one we definitely can give it a bunch of extra input. So let's just do like I don't know. Let's see what 10 does for us. Actually, yeah, not here. We gotta put it here. We want that to be dry because we mix with it. Well, actually, no. We mix with data sample directly, so that's fine. And then we can do like that. And is that enough? Let's see. Let's see if that's enough of a boost. Doesn't seem like it. Oh, I remember. Okay, so yeah, we can actually. Let's see. So this one. So the way this one works is it's the circle map. List of chaotic equations, maps, whatever. Here we go. Wow, this takes me back. Where's the circle map? Right here. So this, where is it at? Where does it have an image? These are some of the fractals that it creates, but it looks like this is updated images. This looks different from what I remember. But anyway, here's circle map. Super simple, discrete equation that's easy to put into code. So yeah. So when k is 0 to 1, that's when we get like that. And that's where it kind of stops sounding good. Like if we do I don't know, 10. Right about there also. Well, I honestly don't remember. Let's see. If we go into circle map, so yeah, so drive is 0 to 30. So set target value. So that makes it 0 to 1. So let's do 0 to 3. Let's see what happens. I don't remember what it sounds like when you give it extra. I don't remember if it sounded bad or if it just sounded weird. Yeah, you do get that kind of weird. That's from the sign. Yeah. Let's see. Okay, so then what if go back to there? Oh, that was, I'm not actually using that. Yeah, it's fine. Okay. Okay, so what happens if we multiply the input like we do in the okay, it actually does. We get more levels of this pattern. So that should sound more distorted because the wave is shaped more times. Okay. But it kind of let's see. Where's it at? Where did I do that? Let's do it by like 100. And see what that does. And we'll be able to look at the harmonics in Plugin Doctor before we listen to it in Logic, just in case it's crazy. Yeah, okay. No, it sure doesn't seem like it's making a huge difference. That's odd. Is it making it even more subtle? Oh, let's try a different frequency maybe. Let's try 1000 hertz. Doesn't really look like it's much different. Okay. So if I don't do that, okay. Circle map. Yep. Okay. All right. It was making it even more subtle. So maybe let's do this. Let's just do another wave shaper. Like, so yeah, we got that. And then we could, let's see what we have in our arsenal here. We could pass it through one of the Paletti wave shapers, the one that helps build the amp. The Araya is a good one too. We could hard clip it. None of our other distortions are hard clipped. So that's like a sound we don't have. Unless it's in the overdrive. I don't remember. Okay, let's do that. Let's do this and let's pass it through the Araya. And let's not add any drive to it just yet. Let's just see what that does. I keep forgetting to turn the music on and off. Okay, so that's good. Okay, so there's this. Okay, so yeah, we're definitely a little more distorted now. Let me go back to like 220 hertz or something. Okay, yeah, so now we're rounded off to start, and then we get a little more. Okay. That's not too weird. Okay. What does it sound like? Is that too much distortion to start? Is it going to sound odd? Definitely do get a little bit of that compression and rolled off top, yeah. It gives a lot of attack. The transient is nice. That's cool. I wonder what it would look like or sound like if this happened first. Let's we're gonna do this back and forth, so let's just do that so we have to worry about the float keyword. Okay, so let's try it. Oh, lion. Yep, lion is equal. Huh? Okay, we gotta do. Okay. Might not really make much of a difference, but we'll see. Yeah, it looks about the same. Not much of a difference. Okay. So maybe we could drive it a little harder, maybe. Or we could also yeah, well, the drive is from 0 to 1. So mm, we could just make an extra smoother and do, yeah, let's do that. Like, for example, if we just yeah, if we just make another one, so like is there a enum in here? No, but it might be able to read the one from the parent. I don't know. We'll see. That's going to drive me insane. So let's add it to the dictionary. Okay, that's awesome. Didn't go away. Very cool. Very chill. Yeah, okay. So let's go up here to prepare and we'll say something like, where are we at? Base distortion. That, and then circle map, and then we'll put that after this, I suppose. This will be that. And yep, seems good. And then we'll take that and we'll add it here. And we'll say set target value, JUCE decibels to gain. That's going to be new drive. That's from 0 to 30. We don't want that much. Let's do like maybe 0 to 10. Sure. Maybe even 5. Yeah, set target value. That should be correct. Okay, and then we'll go, we'll say drive, I don't know, drive extra. And this will be drive smoothers. Then we'll put it here. And that gives us some extra drive. Okay. Don't you think that JUCE as an API is too complicated? That's an excellent question. I mean, no, not now. Now that I've been doing it for so long, I really like it a lot, actually. But when you're starting off with JUCE, it is pretty difficult, especially since the documentation isn't the best. The documentation, like everything is documented. It just doesn't give you very clear examples, especially for somebody who's starting out with it. I mean, I really like it now, but that could just be, you know, trauma bonding or something. Let's see what this sounds like. I really like it for the GUI stuff. I really like the way it's set up and how to use it. The answer is I do think it's complicated for beginners, but I think once you're used to it, you might like it a lot. You might not. Ooh, that's interesting. Okay, that's cool. Okay, cool. I think that's actually pretty cool sounding. Let's make sure it's not too similar. It's yeah, it's definitely not too similar to the Class B amp, because in terms of the wave shape, it's really different. So we got that typical kind of crossover distortion, and then we go to there. It's pretty different. But what about the harmonics? So okay, so I'm gonna guess that there's way less harmonics in here than there are in the amp. Yeah, okay, interesting. Yeah, okay, this is cool. Now, what do we, let's just say 200. So 203. Okay, so it's all even harmonics. Wait, 203. No, okay, so yeah. And then is that any different? 2, 6. Okay, yeah, I mean, it's definitely different, but yeah, okay, that's cool. And the valve is definitely different as well. Okay. Yep. All right. Okay, okay. I think we got something here. I think it's cool. All right. Now what? We can fix the tape. So the tape. Oh, how's our performance, by the way? It's a debug build. So anything under like 10 is like good. Yeah, okay. So 7. Right? 8.5 for the amp. The tube's probably gonna be the most, right? Yeah, okay. 11.5. Circle map should be pretty simple. Tape should be somewhat simple. Overdrive. Midway, maybe. Okay. Bit reducer, simple. Okay. Yeah. Release build's gonna be much better. So yeah, that's pretty good for a debug build. All right, so what we're gonna do? Oh yeah, the tape. Where did I put it? Tape. Here we go. Okay, so basically we have, what are we using? Just the soft clip with oh, I thought I had a compressor. Oh yeah, I do. Oh, compressor process. Yeah, okay. So it's processing after the distortion. Okay, that's good. Okay. So the problem is that we are setting the threshold based on the drive. So the higher the drive, the more compression, which is realistic. But this, I think, this only works well if the signal that you're pushing in is pretty hot, like around 0. If you're pushing something that's like -18, I don't think you're going to get much of this compression, because, well, Drive is from 0 to 30, which means the threshold is 0 to 3. That seems strange. That's not a lot of compression. Are we pushing in the same amount of drive? Class A valve, set drive, distortions. The Class A one's the only one we do differently. Okay, so... Okay, that's weird. Let's check it out. So, yeah, let's put this around negative 18 or whatever. And let's see what we get on the tape one. I don't think I don't think it really cares that much about the input volume. It seems like it's the same. So maybe we'll go on the tape and we'll look at the compressor ratio. Yeah, maybe we'll make it a little more subtle. Maybe even give it a little bit more of an attack so that it's not so... In fact, give it like 120 since our release is 60. Okay, and this is so strange to me. New drive, which is... Let's just actually check out what we're getting. Okay, let's see here. I don't think we have to actually be on it, but new drive. Yep, 0 to 30, which means that our threshold is 0 to 3. That's strange. Wonder if I just shouldn't... Maybe we shouldn't even change the threshold. In fact, maybe we'll make it like negative 0.1 or whatever. Let's see if we're still getting that compression. Whoa, what happened here? Oh. Just all the way up. Okay, so let's check out the dynamics. Okay. Okay, that seems reasonable. Yeah, okay. What does it sound like? I seem to not be having any of the audio cutting out issues that I had on my other computer, which is interesting. Okay, cool. I mean, yeah. Definitely all sound unique, which is good. I was worried that they would sound too much the same. Something we also need to do is for tape, we need to put a little low shelf. There are papers. There's a really simple one. It was like a master's thesis or something that I found. It wasn't the karma one, right? No, this is much more in depth. Yeah, this model is the playhead, and yeah. Even does the bias, does some wild flutter. Maybe it's not a bad idea. I'm gonna keep this. I don't know if I read this one. Oh, it's from DAFX. Okay, so that's cool. All right, so let's go resources. I need to pull over my papers from my other computer. So let's do that. Let's see what it says. Does it say anything about a little bit of a low bump? That's interesting. Didn't. Okay, interesting. It didn't. I wonder, where did I get that from? Tape distortion. Maybe I'll say analog tape distortion. Man, I don't remember where I found this. I'm gonna have to do some digging. I don't know, student thesis maybe. Did I use this as a source in my dissertation? No, I don't think I did. No, this is just okay. Well, I don't know. I'm just gonna go ahead and just add a little low shelf. Let's do we'll use the same type as let's see. Maybe in here. Oh yeah, let's go take a look at my tilt EQ. Kind of forgot how that works. Yeah, so yep, okay, cool. So we'll take this. We'll go here. This will be in low shelf. Yep, and then just prepare it. Inspect works. Okay. I suppose I will make a nice little update filter method. We will, I suppose, yeah, we do it after the filter, and then yep, okay, and then this will be low shelf. This takes in a block, right? Yep, so we can just update it, and then we'll do process JUCE DSP process context replacing float. We pass it the block, and we are processing, and now we just need to actually update the filter coefficients. So we get this right here, and where are we at? Tape like that, and then this is low shelf, and we'll say make low shelf. Cutoff frequency, I'm pretty sure it's usually around like 100. Q can really be, I don't know, we make it whatever we want, but I'm gonna do 0.707 classic. And then does it want gain in dB or in linear gain? I don't remember. I think it's in linear gain. So let's do, what's 3 dB? .4. Okay. Okay, that ought to do it. Can be made const. Really? Oh, I didn't even spell update right. Okay. All right. So there's a low shelf. I mean, I think that's it. We could have the low shelf tied to the drive. Yep, looks like that low shelf is working. Okay. It's giving us about 2.5 dB. It's pretty great looking. Cool. Okay. Now we could make it kind of like a pull tech. Like we could have a dip right here at the cutoff and give it like that kind of thumpy sound. I think we could probably just simulate that with a really high Q factor or something. Let's see. Let's go here and let's do a JUCE live constant. This will be 0.707. And let's try that. Cool. Okay, let's see what we get here. Yeah, okay, kind of like that. So you know, honestly, it might be more accurate to have a really mild slope like this and put just another filter that's just a notch. Because I'm pretty sure, from what I remember from the paper, usually a low end bump is going to be pretty analog looking. You sneezing? It looks cool. It's a lot though, so okay, so all right, whatever. Let's leave it at 1.5. And let's tame this. Let's do like that, and then let's check that out and see what it sounds like. Honestly, I don't know if the low shelf is supposed to kind of bump up with the drive or not. That might be realistic or not. I'll have to do some research. Maybe if I could find a video of somebody just kind of like showing the tape output sound with different settings, that would be cool. Let's see what it sounds like here. I don't really hear it, so maybe maybe I didn't need to be worried about how much it looked like. Let's do 1.5. Yeah, sometimes the settings can look scary in Plugin Doctor, but honestly, you know, like a real console when you're doing EQ moves is making really wide bands. So sometimes it looks scary in the software, but it's actually kind of normal. Okay, there we go. I hear it. It's pretty thumpy. Cool. Okay. Sounds cool, I guess. What would something like that sound like on like the piano that doesn't have much down there at 100? Yeah, okay. Okay. That's good for now, I guess. All right, let's see. What else? I kind of want to clean up the project a little bit. I kind of want to start doing all of my methods. Instead of saying new drive and new mix for like mix and drive, just say like new value, because like it's just easier. Makes it a little more generic and it makes it easier to copy and paste things. Definitely. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Wrong key. And that could be constant. Yep. Anything else I don't like in here? Let's see. Let's just oh, I didn't actually why didn't that refactor? Searching comments and string literals. So what if I do it on here? Space DSP. I don't know. I'll leave it. Maybe we'll just do DSP, GUI, and globals. Yeah, maybe we'll do that. Okay, anyway. Any of this stuff I don't like. Separate it right here. Okay, update the filter, set drive, set mix. Okay. Everything is following my conventions. Yes. Okay. What about overdrive? const. I guess we'll also do new value. Okay. Yes, I think I also want to, let's go ahead and do a method right there, just like we did for the other one. Yeah. Well, actually, I'll just do it after. Let's see, void update tone filter, sure. All right, can be made const. Okay. So that should match. Yep. Okay. So we did tape, overdrive, right? Class B. That all looks normal. This is really just these methods. That's good, I guess. Okay, the valve. Let's see. Yeah, I thought I was having a problem with this and ended up not being the issue. So, at least I think that we can do oh, we don't need, yeah, okay, we don't need to update it every block. So let's just do that. That'll work. And I don't need these comments. Gidoki circle map. That all looks like it's named correctly, except for these. Don't know why this refuses to get added to the dictionary. I don't, what's the difference? Yeah, nothing. It was wrong. Okay. Bit reducer. What are you going to tell me, that you can be override? Oh yeah, I forgot override. Hilarious. I'm already, yeah, okay, that's fine. But let's see. Let's group these things together. Put the variables there and the vectors here. Okay, fine. All right, let's see what we got here. That can be const probably. And that all looks good. Okay. So it looks fine for that at least. Now, C style cast. It's float, right? What are you gonna say? You can be const, okay. Yeah, because the blocks and the contexts are replaced. They're not reassigned, so they can be const. Yo, what's up, Ethan Spalding? 6067. Oh, wait, did I? Okay, no, I got it right there. The filters. Oh, why? I seem to be, for some reason, mixing cases for method names. I like to do that for methods. And then do, what is that? I can't ever remember. Is camel case all lower with underscores, or is that snake case? I don't know. Okay, that seems fine. All right, so that's good for now. Okay, well, what are the things we gotta think about? We actually aren't done implementing all of the GUI objects. I forgot we still have some other things like, close all this for now. We have the rip button, which just gives you like an extra 15 or 20 dB of drive on the input. Where's it at? Mix, tone, LP, HP, output, drive, gain, type, rip and analog. Right, okay, so the analog changes the filters. And I don't even, man, that was only like a week or so ago that I did that, and I don't even remember what it does. I think it changes the, yeah, okay. So the analog button changes the high pass and low pass filters to use the ladder filter, the Moog ladder filter implementation instead of just a regular IR high pass and low pass. So where are we gonna put those two buttons? Probably put the rip button somewhere around the drive. And yeah, and then we'll put the analog button somewhere around the filters, maybe like right here. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, in fact, we'll just put the rip button somewhere right there, and then the analog button somewhere right there. So, which ones we want to use is the question. I've got a lot of button images. Wrong thing. We've got, oh, I don't have it in this. Oh, but I have, yeah, I guess I don't have all of them on this computer, but I do have some. For example, if we go into my, yeah, probably this one. Tone the tilt filter, yes it is. And what I'm gonna do, oh, I forgot to do that this stream too. I want to change the cutoff pivot point for each model so that you know, it's actually like tuned, or sounds like it was actually tuned for it, and so that it's not just like the same exact thing. Oh, and what's cool is that it moves around. So there's a very subtle, you can't really see it unless I increase the LFO, but there's like a LFO in the background, and the tilt, the cutoff of it is actually moving back and forth a little bit, and the actual gain has an addition and subtraction multiplier that moves it up and down a tiny bit. And in fact, I think I need to increase it because this basically is not enough. Maybe, I mean, really the only point of it is to where you can't take two instances and do a null check or do a null test and null them, which people want that for some reason. And it makes it more analog. In fact, where is that again? I forgot. Is that actually in, I think it's just the tone filter that does that. Yeah, right here. Right, so I've got the decibel level is being multiplied by 1.02 in each direction. Okay. The tilt frequency. Let's do this to see if we can see it more effectively. Because I forgot I want to tune that to, yeah, look, see. So the cutoff point for the tone filter is kind of moving back and forth. But this is way too much. That's going to be like audible, like, you know, that's going to sound like a filter going in and out. Oh yeah, look, and it's going to break. So yeah, let's see what was the value before. 1.1. Try 1.15. Maybe we'll do 0.5 on the decibel scale. Let's see what that does. I mean, really, we don't want it too audible. See, even this is too much. All this is really trying to do is kind of model the inaccuracy of some analog filters. And I think I haven't done enough research into this yet, but this kind of relates to, I had implemented I was working on a plugin for like a console thing to be like the kind of like Slate's virtual tube console thing. And then you can set each instance to be like the same level of drive or whatever. And I had implemented crosstalk, and I was like reading about crosstalk and how the left and right channels kind of bleed into each other. And it kind of happens with the filters where their cutoffs kind of move around a tiny bit from inaccuracies. This is still too much, even though it might not be super audible. I think where it was is fine. It doesn't need to move that far, but I think the dB is fine because I don't even really see it. I do see it a tiny bit. Okay, actually, yeah, it might be too much too. So yeah, okay. So let's put that back to like, that was 1.02. Like, I mean, 101 is probably good. And then this was at 1, like that. Let's make sure that's not too much still. I gotta put my face right up to it and stare at it. Guess I could use the mouse to. Yeah, I mean, this is fine. We just don't want it to null, so let's just make sure that that's happening. Yeah, let's go to logic. All right, so if we just go to, I don't know, we can duplicate this, I guess. And then we could that. And let's solo them. And let's make sure, let's do gain and invert the phase. Yep, they are nulling. So let's add the ripper to it. that one and this one. And they shouldn't null. Yeah, we're getting a little bit of whereas if we were to instead do like maybe just Logic's. Actually, I don't know if Logic's is going to do it or not. Let's just try Logic's distortion. Let's do like, yeah, the regular distortion. That one. Seems like maybe, okay, maybe also. Okay. Am I crazy? Did I do something wrong? Oh no, it's still not. Wait, it might be one of them is, yeah, they have different, that's what it is. It's the automation. So let's just get rid of the automation. Okay. And we have the same thing. Okay. So, all right. It's also, okay, now they know. All right. So let's get the Ripper, put it on both channels, and let's see. I don't know how to tell without just cranking the speakers super loud. I guess I could send them both to another channel. In fact, yeah, if I just do like a track stack, okay, and we look at this right here, let's turn the plugins off, and we should have no signal on the parent, and then if they don't null, we should get a tiny bit of signal on the parent, which I don't know. I don't see anything. So I might want to, I'm gonna try this. I gotta turn it down so that it doesn't blow y'all up. Just in case it doesn't work or whatever. So let's do that, and then let's put like gain on the parent and see. Okay, we do get a little bit of signal. And does that signal go away if I take our plugin off? Yeah, okay. So I think it's working. Okay. We are keeping it from nulling. Okay, I think it's good. Okay. I guess that's about it for tonight. Oh, I keep forgetting to commit my changes at regular intervals, so that's good. I don't even remember what we did. I don't know. We tune most distortion models. We added low shelf to tape etc. Great. All right. Well, that'll about do it. Let's see if my end screen works and the voice still works. Check. All right, yeah, we're good. All right. So here are my patrons. Thank them very much. If you'd like to support me on Patreon, you can via Tor DSP. I've got a bunch of old plugins of mine, like free plugins on Patreon and Gumroad. So feel free to check those out. You can join my Discord from the description in the video, and that'll about do it for me. I will be back Friday at 7. All right.